you doing? It's Anthony here with
Daddy.
San Diego Food Time.
It is a world-renowned place with some fantastic restaurants that fuse a lot of different cultures together. We're going to be checking a bunch of them out in this episode of The Game Plan, where we preview the places that we want to go and give you tips on where to go in the different cities that we have yet to see our Milwaukee Brewers play on the road on our trips to see every Major League stadium. Your number one on the list is a place where we went but really didn't have much of an opportunity to really sample the cuisine, so we want to go back. It's in Old Town San Diego. It is
Casa De Reyes.
It is home of something called Fiesta De Reyes, which is one of the sort of staples of Old Town San Diego.
We snacked there in our San Diego video where we went.
Watch up here or wherever thing comes.
There. It's there.
But it is such a real look at the great culture of Mexico that fused so much as settlers from Spain mixed with the indigenous culture and built the culture of Mexico. This place celebrates it both with music and dance and food. Now, I'd be going for what they call the mar y tierra, which is skirt steak and crab stuffed, bacon wrapped, armadillo grilled shrimp. No actual armadillos were killed in this process.
Cute, because we need to keep the armadillos in the desert. We really don't want to bring them to the ocean, because if they go in the ocean, they might drown, and then the armadillo will be extinct.
Now, that'd be kind of a problem. What would you be going for?
They've got chicken tenders, they've got quesadillas, they've got chicken fajitas, and they've got my favorite Mexican dish, golden rice.
Yeah, he tends to go for that at Mexican restaurants. A great step into the culture of Italy and how Italian-American neighborhoods just sprung up. A great one sprung up in San Diego. We went there on our last trip, and this is where we ate. Your number two spot in alphabetical order, it is?
Italiana Filippi's Pizza Grotto in Little Italy.
Filippi's Pizza Grotto, if you couldn't figure out what the heck he just said.
I got the Italian accent.
It is very similar to some of the great Italian deli shops in terms of the Italian groceries that are sold there. But behind the grocery store, there's a world-famous restaurant.
Yes. It's got some good pizza, and it's got Canadian bacon on their pizza pie, to quote Brad Paisley.
Along with a whole bunch of other stuff. Really interesting story as well. Someone named Vincent De Filippis, who was raised in Naples, Italy, moved to San Diego in the 1940s. He started the restaurant in 1950. It's been around 70 years. It's really what helped build that little Italy neighborhood up. We're going to go back there in just a little bit. But first,
Awesome.
Your number three. It has a downtown location. It has a location inside Petco Park we could check out for the Brewers Padres game we're going to go to. It is
Hodad's downtown.
And it is known for its burger.
Okay, we got the bacon burger, we got the Guido burger, pizza, to quote Guido from Cars.
Guido, there's a burger named the Guido Burger at Hodad's in its different locations. It has pastrami, ketchup, pickles, Swiss cheese, grilled onions, and spicy brown mustard. You like that? I think he does. Guy Fieri called, though, the bacon burger, which is what they call their Blue Jay burger, the best thing he has ever eaten. The best thing he's ever stuck in his mouth. And this guy knows good food. A bacon cheeseburger with blue cheese sauce and grilled onions.
That sounds a little bit like the Blue Jays course. Where is the ownership from Toronto?
There's no blue. There's no actual blue, because blue cheese isn't really blue.
I know. And then we got, for me, some nice chicken tenders.
Number four, we hop back over to Little Italy, take the green line, which we took when we were in San Diego, back up there. And we're going to go to a spot where you were inside Mommy's tummy. This is your number four pick.
Mimmo's Italian Village. Oh, ho, ho. We got some pasta. We got, hopefully with Parmesan, we got some garlic bread. We got the prosciutto.
He loves the creme de la creme of ham on his pizza with just ham, cheese, and olive oil, and they make it there.
They do.
When I'm going for this place that's been around for more than 50 years in Little Italy, I want the pasta pescatore. It is linguine with a lemon white wine cream sauce along with shrimp, calamari for those of you that don't know the pronunciation, mussels, and mushrooms. Come to Papa. Come to Papa.
I forgot about something. Shrimp.
I said shrimp.
Oh, you did. I'm tired, y'all. I need to go downstairs and eat whole big carton of sugar.
Uh-oh. We will not have footage of that, by the way. Your number 5 location is up in the North County area of San Diego, and this was a very cool place where we went last year on our road trip.
Ruby's Diner, right on the end of the longest pier in California.
It's right on Oceanside Pier.
They've got some French toast, waffles, pancakes, chicken tenders, y'all, fish and chips for all of the people from England that are viewing.
Sure, there are probably some of you out there.
And then grilled cheese.
A lot of really good desserts there, but what you really loved.
Oh, I love this. Double dark chocolate chip and chocolate chip cookie dough shakes. Give it up for the best. I rate them the best shake spot in the world.
Ooh,
Give it up for Ruby's.
That is a tough claim to make when you consider we live in the dairy capital of the world. You probably have some fantastic shake places, but their shakes are outstanding.
Yes, and you can actually see like birds land outside. It's awesome. And you might even be able to see a dolphin or whale from there.
This is on the second floor of the Oceanside Pier, which goes a third of a mile out into the ocean. Some fantastic views of the Pacific from there. And what I love about the place, it's an old 1940s style diner that, first of all, has the name of your great-grandmother,
which is awesome.
Ruby. Also, I loved about it their ode to classic Coca-Cola, which was really, to us, a fantastic tribute to your grandfather.
Yes.
He loved his old school bottles of Coca-Cola.
Oh, yes.
And they serve them there.
Awesome.
Outstanding. My top 5 picks, again, I usually give him first dibs and then take the rest for these restaurant picks. They really go with 2 different themes. One of them is seafood. And the first of them in alphabetical order is in San Diego. It is the Blue Water Seafood Market and Grill. When I look at this menu...
Hey, don't faint here, don't faint.
You can order any one of like 7 or 8 different types of fish or seafood, and they give you the option of tacos, sandwiches, salads, or big full plates. And it's all fresh, especially right from San Diego Bay, where they fish for the stuff, bring it straight in, and serve it maybe the same day.
Wow.
That fresh. You're talking everything from Scottish salmon to local halibut, swordfish, a couple of different types of shrimp. They can marinate it in one of 4 different types of butter sauces, or they can blacken it with brown sugar.
That sounds interesting.
That's really interesting. And they do have one of your favorites.
Oh, they've got chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders!
Don't steal them from me. I am watching you always.
Our number 2 spot, my number 2 pick, is literally a block away from Blue Water Seafood Market. It is the other part, especially of San Diego culture through food that I want to explore. It is the Mexican culture. This is one of the great traditional Mexican spots in San Diego, which is so close to the border of Mexico. It is El Indio Mexican Restaurant. You might have seen it on Mexican Food Paradise on Travel Channel. It's 80 years old. You ever heard of a taquito?
Possibly.
It's this basically really thin strip of a corn tortilla with like chicken or meat or something that's stuck in the middle. They wrap it up tightly and they fry it.
Okay.
They invented taquitos.
They weren't invented in Mexico?
They were invented at this place in San Diego. You can buy them in stores. You can get them at a whole bunch of different type of restaurants. They invented this thing 80 years ago in San Diego.
Give it up for them.
They are also known for really good carne asada, pork, slow roasted pork, which you'll often have with tacos especially. And you would have fish or chicken tacos at this locale. So just great traditional Mexican food.
With my rice and chips.
The number 3 spot on my list is 2 or 3 blocks away from there. It's a very non-traditional Mexican restaurant. We go from the tradition all the way to the progressive, change stuff around, flip it on its head, which, by the way, is something you typically will see in wrestling. And this place is themed on wrestling. It is the Lucha Libre Taco Shop. Now, do you know what Lucha Libre is?
Never heard of it.
Think of pro wrestling, but they take it to a fun, silly, and enjoyable extreme. And this is part of the culture, though, of Mexico, with the way that they present it. They all wear masks.
That's awesome.
They all wear masks when they wrestle. So at this restaurant, it's an ode to Mexican wrestling. You'll see a bunch of masks.
That's Corona safe.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Absolutely. Well, maybe not necessarily.
These are Corona safe tips on Storgy Stories.
There's a disco ball in this place.
Okay.
You don't find many disco balls at Mexican restaurants. And you can buy nachos, and it comes in an oversized crown. And along the side are these spots where you have all the different types of dipping sauces. Now, you might have the grilled chicken tacos, I would imagine. But me, I've got a whole bunch of picks that I would want to go after.
Okay, let's make sure you don't faint.
The steak and shrimp surf and turf burrito. The holy mole burrito. You know what holy moly is, probably from baseball calls.
Holy guacamole.
But mole is actually a type of sauce. But one of the items that's in mole that you'll often see, chocolate.
Awesome.
Think of chicken or pork with a somewhat spicy and doctored up chocolate sauce.
Oh, okay. So not Hershey's chocolate syrup.
No, like true chocolate sauce.
I love Hershey's.
The best one, though, might be the poutine burrito. They do it with chicken and bacon, but with cheese. Not cheese curds, but just cheese.
Okay, let's call them a basket to way better probably.
We'll bring them. We'll see if they can do anything if we bring them, along with cheese fries and gravy in a burrito. That's really different. It's totally out of the box, which is why I want to try this spot. Number 4 goes back to seafood, and it does it literally right up on the sea. It's in La Jolla, north of San Diego. It's called the Marine Room. We're getting dressed up at this place.
Oh, no.
You know how you got...
I have a couple of nice dress shirts.
But the time to go is when they have lobster night at high ocean tide. First of all, picture a meal like this. This restaurant's signature lobster bisque. Then you get bacon brioche crusted lobster tail with black tie rice, peas, tangerine lace, and absinthe butter. I've never had absinthe butter.
What is that?
We may find out someday.
Anana Mommy might know. Anana Mommy, do you know what absinthe butter is? She says that she does not think so, which means it's an M.
But for dessert, something Anana Mommy absolutely would love. Ginger creme brulee.
Oh.
You know, where they stick a little itty bitty torch on the top of that particular dessert. But here's the kicker. Why do we say high tide? It's right up on the ocean, and it's so high, the ocean waves will slap the windows while you're eating.
So you can literally look at it like, ah! And you're like, ah!
Exactly. Like the window could be right here. You'd be the ocean wave, and I'm eating my lobster. And exactly.
I would get. There are probably people screaming.
No.
Little like 2-year-olds. And a 2-year-old goes like,
I don't think they'd allow that in this place. But that's the fun part, is experiencing it right at high tide. A much less expensive seafood location is the number 5 and last of our food picks here on my side, Point Loma Seafoods. Basically think of a typical fish market, just like a basic market almost, but combine it as if your favorite burger joint combined with a fish market and they serve seafood. I'm going crazy at this place.
they have chicken tenders.
We saw the magic words. They do have chicken tenders. Chicken tenders! But I'm going nuts with the shrimp sandwiches, the clam strips, the crab cakes, the oysters, and not at a cost that's going to destroy your budget. And it's right on San Diego Bay, so you can dine outside and just see the beauty of the San Diego skyline right on the bay. Quintessential San Diego experience. But before we go, we have a little guest opinion about San Diego.
Oh my gosh, I did not know this was happening. Usually he tells me that we have a guest opinion.
Not on this one. Have we guessed their top 5? We'll see who wins in this contest.
I'm leading 2-0 right now, I think.
Someone who knows San Diego well, and she has been a great friend that I found on YouTube, a friend in faith. It is Allison from Travel Snacks.
Awesome. Cool.
Hello, Sorgy friends. My name is Allison from the Travel Snacks YouTube channel, and the reason I love the Sorgies channel is because they love to travel and eat just like me. I've lived in California all my life, including San Diego, so let's jump right into my top 5 places to visit and places to eat. San Diego is much more than just downtown. There's so many different areas of San Diego, and I'm going to break down a few different areas so that when you're visiting, you can check out a lot of the areas. The top 5 places I think you should visit when you're in San Diego County. 1. In North County, I would recommend going to Carlsbad and visiting Carlsbad Village. There you're going to get a farmer's market, you're going to get shopping, you're going to get dining, and you get access to the beach. There's also a very long walking path, so you can go walking, jogging, or bicycling, and it's just a really great community. It's very low-key, and it's very nice and beautiful. While you're easing out of North County, I recommend stopping by my number 2 spot to visit, the city of Encinitas. And this is a small town with a great easygoing vibe. And while you're there, I think you should visit the meditation garden. Now, you don't have to meditate while you're there, but this is just a place where you can go and kind of be calm, relaxed. There's a lot of benches where you can sit down and think. There's a koi pond, and it's overlooking the magnificent Pacific Ocean, and it's just beautiful views all the way around. Number 3, another beautiful place is the Torrey Pines Natural Reserve. There you can park your car right along the beach, take a small hike, and when I say small, it's not that extensive, and I think pretty much anybody will be able to do it. You will be huffing and puffing a little bit, but you'll definitely be able to make it to the top. You'll be overlooking all of the ocean, and as a little secret, if you get to the top, you can make your way down over the cliffs into the beach. So it serves as dual purpose. You get a hike and you get to cool up at the beach at the end. Number 4, Balboa Park. This is going to pack a powerful punch because you're going to get like 17 museums, a botanical garden, places to walk around, and it's right next door to the San Diego Zoo. So that's a place where you can go and just see so many things all at one time. And number 5, if you're into animals, you should go to the La Jolla Cove and see the sea lions and seals, which they're not there all the time, but when they are, you'll get to see a lot of them, and it'll just be a great experience. Now, something that I love is food. So here are my top 5 restaurants in San Diego. Even though there's so many more, I think I've narrowed it down to my top 5. Number 1, circling back to North County, when you're in Carlsbad, you have to go to the Naked Cafe. This is a place that serves really natural, healthy foods, and one of my favorites is the Fuzzy Monkey Pancake, which is a buttermilk pancake with granola, then this really delicious boysenberry sauce, and pure maple syrup. Oh, it's so good. They also have coconut rice, and they have delicious coffee as well. Number 2, also in North County, is a small place called Board and Brew. They have a location at the beach, but they also have another location in a place called Bressie Ranch, still in Carlsbad, but just a little bit away from the beach, so you'll have an easier time parking. This place has the best sandwiches, and they are not chintzy. They give you a really large amount of food, and one of my favorites is the turcado, and that's with turkey, avocado, and all kinds of things. And their sauce, something you haven't experienced yet, you need to. It's really not a sauce that I can describe that's like anything else, but similar to a Thousand Island meets ranch dressing and meets French dressing. And it's just so good. You just pour it all over your sandwich and bite into it. So delicious and so filling. Number 3. This one is in University Heights, and it's a vegetarian Thai restaurant called Plumeria. I've gone there so many times, and every single time I get the same thing, and it's the pad thai with crispy duck. And I do air quotes because the crispy duck is not real duck, it's not real meat, it's a faux meat, and it's just so good. Another thing on their menu that's delicious is the mango sticky rice. As a dessert, it's just so creamy and luxurious. Number 4. This one is in Old Town San Diego, and it's new to me. My friend recently recommended it, and we postmated it to her house because of coronavirus, and it's a place called Pizza Bella. Now, it might seem just like a basic pizza place, but it's way more than that. Yes, their pizza is delicious, but the star of the show is their tortellini. Oh my gosh, it is just so creamy and filling, and they give you so much. You'll be eating on it for a couple days. Their garlic bread is also good too. And number 5, in downtown San Diego, something that you have to try if you're into comfort food is a place called Trailer Park After Dark, and it is just like it sounds. The decor is all trailer park themed, so all their food is things like macaroni and cheese, tater tots, sloppy joes, and they also have Frito pie, which is one of my favorites. It's a very, very relaxed environment, and you don't have to get dressed up for it, which is another thing I like. I hope you get a chance to visit the San Diego area and try out some of these wonderful places and delicious restaurants.
You'll see on the scoreboard what happened in the contest between the two of us. How many of each of us did we pick of Allison's? Now, coming up next on our list of the game plan, take a guess where we're going.
Four I can think of. I'm gonna go Miami.
Houston, the home of the Houston Astros. And we are thankfully going to be in an air-conditioned stadium there when we see the Brewers beat them.
Great stadium. A+.
Absolutely. Until then, and until you see our next great experience, we're intermixing the game plan with other things we're doing on Sorgy Stories. What should our fans do?
Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, so you keep getting notifications when our content comes. For Little Buddy, I'm Daddy. Take us out, will you?
So long, everybody, from the Sorgy Stories Studios. Bye, Daddy. Bye, Lightning McQueen. Vroom.